Hello, everybody. Welcome to WrestleMania week. My name is JJ Abbink, reporting for GTA Sports Studio. Welcome to our show. I have a great show for you. We're going to do predictions. I got some news. Um, so it's not that much news, but I thought, well, shall we not just start quickly off with the news and then after do the predictions for WrestleMania? I'm going to quickly grab on it. By the way, CM Punk, his UFC fight has made official against Michael Jackson, as Dana White made official today. Um, Big Cass is probably going through a name change. WWE has filed a trademark for a name change in the name of Colin Cassidy. Probably that he won't be related to of Big Cass and yeah, well, who I mean. I can't forget his name. Sorry about that one. Also today on the official booklet from WrestleMania came out that John Cena was standing in with next to him the Undertaker as the dead man with a question mark. I don't read. Will the Undertaker accept John Cena challenge? So probably what I think is going down is that still on WrestleMania, John Cena tries it for the last time. If the Undertaker comes out, I have a feeling that the Undertaker will be there. There's been also some leaks, rumors going around that the match will take place not next year, not in 2 months, but at WrestleMania. And I think, I'll be honest, people, I think it's all done just so WWE did this on purpose. So we are talking about WrestleMania, nothing else. That's all been it's about. And it's a smart idea. It works because we are talking about it. Let's be honest about the fact. So let's call a spade a spade. All right, I'm getting ready for the WrestleMania predictions. Now, I must note with the women battle royale and the male battle royale, not all names have been published. So there are still some open spots. So it's a little bit difficult. But by the way, battle royals are always difficult to predict. So I will do my best and have my motivation speaks on them. All right. Um, let's see here. Well, in the women battle royale, there are confirmed Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Natalia, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bailey, Alana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, uh, Mickey James, and Carmella. Um, Here's the thing. I'm going to suspect Carmella is going to do a cash in. I'll come back on it later. But that Seth Rollins did that on WrestleMania. He lost his match towards Randy Orton. I have a feeling WWE likes to do that. That let the Money in the Bank lose, so it will be even more hype. I think they're going also the other way in Carmella. So Carmella, I don't see win the women battle royal. Now, who would I go with? It would not be surprised if they suddenly give a push to Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville, but I'm going for a limb out. I'm going to name two names for possibility to win this, and it has to do with future build storyline, and that will be Sasha Banks or Bailey, one of the two, and that is because from this story, and I think that it's going to be Sasha Banks, and why I explain that because she terminates sounds so official, she eliminates Bailey. She will turn heel. What's all been speculated on. Can't take an issue. Flip out. She will turn heel. And we have that feud between Sasha Banks versus Bailey. Now, do I think it's correct to hold on this feud? I would rather have seen that in a match officially on the main card in WrestleMania. That is just my point. Then the WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament final match, also the pre-show. My thoughts again about 205 Live has been answered. Nobody gives a damn about the cruiserweights. Okay, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I'm wondering, right? These two names, if they will be next year on WrestleMania, I doubt it. Cedric Alexander. Let's give him that. I don't know. I don't. I really don't give a hoots about it. The 205 Live. I don't follow it. I think. And it's not because I think it's boring. I think it's more it has to do with that that there's the ceiling that can't wrestle the other people. Secondly, after SmackDown and Raw, most of them 9 of 10 times burn out for wrestling for the next coming days. So I don't really want to watch it. That's the whole my thing. Imagine next week, guys, because then we have WrestleMania 7 hours, then Raw 3 hours, and then SmackDown down 2 hours. I'll be going loopy. Something like that. All right, then the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. These Battle Royals would have made sense if they give something. You know what I mean? They give them a money in the bank a certain the winner of these royals will be automatically in the money in the bank ladder match, something like that. Something, or title shots for the mid card or something like that, or a main card title match. No, it doesn't give anything. It doesn't give hope. All right, the participants I have confirmed: Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Tyler Breeze, Van Dango, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, and Primo Cologne. As I talked about yesterday, will there be entrances like Samoa Joe? And if Samoa Joe is in it, I would like to see him win it. I think last year he was not on Mania. This year he's not on Mania. Otherwise, maybe Dolph Ziggler. I mean, with the major contract, he has to get some sort of push. I mean, they're paying this guy really huge bucks, and they're not doing anything here. I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. So I say, I know Samoa Joe is not officially in it. I put his name on here and announced Dolph Ziggler. So I'm like two, because it's very hard to predict battle royals. You have to give me that. All right, then we're going to the main card. I'm not directly doing the main event. I'll do it last. All right, if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win, they will be reinstated on SmackDown. Now, listen what I said, SmackDown. So if they lose, they'll probably go to Raw. Just saying. Anyway, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Listen, they are not going to let Daniel Bryan lose his return, the first match after his return. That's the whole thing. Unless if there is purpose for a storyline built. And what storyline we're talking to, I think, is due to, and I'll be honest, I've been thinking about it lately a lot. I think the goody shooty face Shane McMahon is starting to wear me out. I miss the heel Shane McMahon, and it would be the perfect opportunity right now to turn him heel. There's no rumors he's going out of the WWE. nothing said. He has his contract. I think his contract is still going on. Suddenly he was apparently leaving as that. As doing what then? That is my whole thing. So what I think is going on, Shane McMahon will turn on Daniel Bryan and team up with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but and that is because Daniel to take revenge on Daniel Bryan for all the calls that because Shane McMahon wanted them fired earlier, and now because they didn't, he got hurt. Something like that. Easy solution. You know what I mean? So if that happens, then I can see that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will win. If not, I think it's otherwise stupid to let Daniel Bryan lose. That's the whole thing. But for storyline purposes, then turn Shane heel, and then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will win. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match: the Usos as champion versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, we have to go on like this. This is a very hard point. Last year with WrestleMania, everybody was agreeing on that Luke Harper should be in the main event. The match with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt was sucking the air out of it. I think it would be in a better match still if he was in it. Now he's in a title match, and I think, if I'm being honest, I think that Luke Harper has a very good chance to becoming a very good wrestler, a potential, heel persona, maybe in the top along. The other guy I don't like so much, but that's because he walks so strange. I saw yesterday somebody comment on the chat. I was looking at it. He walks like he's been doing a poo-ha in his pants. I'm just saying. But let the Bludgeon Brothers go over. I mean, listen, I do like the Usos. I think they're over as Groove Juicer. But the problem is, if you book the Usos to go over, they don't have much to feud with because they have done it all. So, for purposes wise, and if you don't want to, WWE actually books them in the corner like they did actually in the bar. And maybe that was also a situation due to that Dean Ambrose got injured. So, okay. And Jason Jordan also got injured. But the Bludgeon Brothers are healthy. Give them the title shot and then run with it. All the way to, for example, Survivor Series, when they, for example, if the Authors of Pain come in, I will suspect that they go to Raw, grab their tag team match, and let the Bludgeon Brothers have a match on Survivor Series with the Authors of Pain. I would dig that. Let me just say that. All right, then the United States Championship match, and fatal four-way. Randy Orton as champion versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. Now, normally I think Rusev should go over. He is selling merchandise like the crappers, everything. However, it has been rumored that Rusev has been asking for his release. Now, we planned a news story already. We published it. He apparently requested it. The problem is what is with it. We're not sure if he took it back or not. If they have been, talking, hey, maybe they can stay or can work on it, or maybe even so that, hey, okay, if you would stay, we'll grant you this title match. And maybe put the title. Can easily be, because sometimes these news things is that it maybe already happened a few weeks ago and then suddenly it bubbles up later. That's the whole thing. So it depends a little bit because we didn't have any dates on when this exactly happened. He's asked for release. It has not been granted yet. Thank God for that. So for now, I will say Rusev will walk out of WrestleMania with the United States Championship because it gives something also good. You can go the whole segment out of it. He won it on Rusev Mania, on Rusev Day, and for the Rusev United States Championship match, the championship, something like that. I would dig it. I think the Rusev Day is awesome. What do I do? It's Rusev Day. Okay, I will never do that again. Sorry. Please stay watching. Please. The Intercontinental Championship triple threat match. Now, this is a match I'm looking forward on. And this is a little bit very difficult to book because WWE has been notifying that the Miz has gone up to that record. Normally, it is then a sign that they will make sure that the person will get that record. But, it's. And I'm something wondering. Because we haven't seen the demon for a long time. And if we're going to get a demon, because the demon, found correctly, every time the demon came out, he won. So the demon is undefeated, technically. If he comes out of the demon, and I'm talking about Finn Balor, right? You know that. I will say Finn Balor walks out with the Intercontinental Championship. And that is also because maybe fans want to give him a little, pie after calling him not relevant enough to get his title rematch for the Universal title because he never got a rematch for it. Maybe something could be. I think still Finn Balor has a great future ahead of him. I really do, but it depends also a little bit on how long when Finn steps out. Let's be honest. And Finn Balor is not the youngest anymore. That's the whole problem. I will book Finn Balor to win the Intercontinental Championship. Let's be honest. All right, then another match have been talking about, the Bar as champions versus Braun Strowman and a tag team partner. How could this be? I would not be amazed actually if it was actually Elias, but there's rumors he will do a segment just with singing and The Rock coming out and they're doing a rock concert together or something, a battle, a music battle, could easily be. But then if they do that, who would you book as his tag team partner? Some say Rey Mysterio. I can guarantee you it will not be Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is out with an injury, people. So that will be not the case. James Ellsworth, maybe, but he's been released by WWE. Otherwise, it could be a great storyline. The man, the first match of James Ellsworth in WWE was against Braun Strowman. Could be funny. The Big Show has been named a lot, and I will come on that because I didn't know. I got put on my fingers yesterday for that because I didn't know. Because I was thinking that WWE let the Dix that his contract was due a few months ago, and that also happened. But WWE has given the Big Show a multi-year deal, so he's a new contract. He's not on the card. He's nowhere mentioned. He's never been seen yet. It will be perfect that he will come out as a tag team partner. Braun Strowman and the Big Show as a tag team could be nice. You could have them, but then again, if you want to split them up, you want to see that feud again. We've seen it. You know what I mean? And that is also the same with Elias. We've seen that. The other name that could be relevant is maybe Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has, of course, a past with Braun Strowman. Uh, he was in the Wyatt family. So that could be an easy. I would like. That would be an interesting feud. But the problem is, if you do that, that means that the feud between Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt is finished. And I think, to be quite honest, how the Ultimate Deletion match how it was finished, that feud's not finished. There's still something. You know what I mean? So, or they're going to book it with some ridiculous, so to get the bar over, and then let the authors of pain come in. What I really suspect after Mania, they will debut and get a title shot with the bar. I would like to see that feud, to be quite honest. Then the WWE Women's Championship match, Charlotte versus Asuka. Here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. I'm not going to suspect that Carmella is going to cash in on this match. And here's the thing, why I think that. I will go to explain you a little bit, and I'm going to be a little bit technical. Asuka is rumored to be one of the main events next year of WrestleMania, going all the way still be undefeated. That's why she can't lose. With the title versus Ronda Rousey. Have to build up. Maybe let Ronda Rousey also be undefeated. I don't know. Or something like that. Undefeated against undefeated. You know what I mean? Could be an easy storyline. You know, keep them from each other. That's why also it's smart that Asuka is going to SmackDown. The thing is that then Asuka is going to win from Charlotte. Now, the problem is if you win the title, she has to go to SmackDown because you can't take a SmackDown title to Raw, right? That's how it's arranged. And in that way, you can turn Flair heel because you can't take it. She lost on Mania. You can build everything kind of things up and let them go for one feud. All right, so that's what I think going to happen. Asuka's going to be undefeated, and then next year we'll see Asuka versus Ronda Rousey on Mania. All right, then the Raw Women's Championship match: Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. This is going to happen. Nia Jax is going to destroy Alexa Bliss. She will show every corner of the ring to Alexa Bliss. But something goes wrong and she flips out and she will get disqualified. So she lays out Alexa Bliss. Ding, 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 ding. And then suddenly Carmella's music hits up. She delivers the suitcase, pins Alexa Bliss, and Carmella is the new Raw Women's champion. That means Carmella is going to Raw. So you move one female of Asuka to SmackDown and Carmella to Raw. The thing is, what I can understand is you say, well, why do you do that? But Carmella is a big name and should be on Raw. Definitely. But the problem is, where I'm also gaining at, the problem I have with SmackDown is, it feels to me that the SmackDown women's division is dead. It is boring. I think the feud with the Riot Squad has failed miserably because it was a copycat of the Paige's groupie. Paige's Pasty. That's the thing. I think there is still some feuds to be done on Raw, like Sasha versus Bayley. And I think if you bring Asuka in on SmackDown, you can relight there the women division, and that's really necessary. Sorry, I say so. Then the mixed tag team championship match. Now the problem here is still there's going rumors that this match will go on last. And in a way, I would like it. I can understand where they're coming from because Ronda Rousey is a big star, mainstream publicity, everything. The problem I have with this match is going on last, and there's a few things. Ronda Rousey never been in a wrestling match. She doesn't know, and with all due respect, if I start to more wrestle, that means, and I had only a few weeks of training, that doesn't mean I directly can wrestle a whole main match because this match has to go far for a long period, unless they actually make it a squash match. That can easily happen. That will come in a few minutes. But to have a main event, I think the quality is a bust. The problem also is Triple H, yes, he still can go, he works out daily, he's still probably training daily, and that I agree on. The problem is when I saw Kurt Angle last summer in WWE, and he's getting older, and I have a lot of respect for Kurt Angle, all right? Don't get me wrong. But it's not the Kurt Angle from around around 2000 we saw, where he was great. He was coming in. He was the human suplex machine. He was the ankle. When he tried to break the ankle, everything. He was awesome. He was a very good technical wrestler, and he could get along. Today, it seems he got so old, and still, with all due respect, because we all get older, so do I. I can't do the things anymore when I was 25. Trust me. So I think there's no go. And then Stephanie McMahon. I think Stephanie McMahon is a little bit. Yeah, I do like Stephanie. She's a great heel persona. She plays it very well. The problem is when she plays heel, but at the same time, she goes hugging children. With all due respect, I don't have anything about that, and I think it's a good cause she's doing for that, but not as a heel. Really, she should bitch slap children. Oh, that goes a little bit far, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit. If you're a heel, you're a heel. Not you're a heel. Well, and when I'm on ringside, even though I'm on ringside, she did it on ringside. So if she's in the square circle, or she has a camera in front of her from WWE, she is a made heel. Or say something else. But if she's out there, and I think she's doing a great job with that, honest for the Make-A-Wish Foundation or everything, then she's hugging children. Everything is great. I still can remember the video with Corda. I started almost to cry still about it. Imagine that. That was wonderful. And I think I even sent once a tweet that I think she did that so good, and she did that so good with Connor, and you know what I mean. I really appreciate what Stephanie did there, but the problem is she's ill. You know what I'm getting at? It doesn't make sense. And plus, Stephanie hasn't wrestled since the last time she met up with Brie. That was in 2015 SummerSlam. Hun, you look great, but and you're a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong, but you're getting also up in age. That's the whole thing. If you want to put that, when I watch the main event, I want to see that a great wrestling with a lot of speed, experience, ready to go, firepower, fireworks, everything, the shit. And I don't believe you can because you have or they're too old or they're too unexperienced. That's the whole problem with this match. And I'll bet you, if you put instead of Kurt Angle, The Rock in it, yeah, then you have a main event. Because when I saw The Rock wrestle John Cena, remember those, and CM Punk, he still could wrestle, and that was phenomenal. That's why I think this mixed tag team match should not go unlost. On that, for mainstream publicity, absolutely. Who I think should go last, and that's my personal opinion, is actually AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura or Daniel Bryan. But if you do that with Daniel Bryan, I want to make a side note that Daniel Bryan has to win. Now, who's going to win? The mixed tag team match is they're not going to have Ronda lose, and Stephanie McMahon or Triple H winning doesn't matter. So I think we see mostly in the ring Kurt Angle and Triple H. But Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon will finish. When they come, it's a squash, and that's how Ronda Rousey will make Stephanie McMahon tap out, and that's what I think is going to happen. All right, then the main of the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It's going to be a fast pace. I think it's going to see a great match, a great technical match. It's going to be fast. It's going to be great. You're going to see all kinds of things in the match. Flying from one ring side up to the other. The crowd will be ecstatic for this match. The problem is, it is so hard to predict this match. I think it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles had a great run as champion, but it's time maybe to switch the title. So my prediction stays with Shinsuke Nakamura. We're going to see a lot of title changes on that. And then, if it may happen, The Undertaker versus John Cena. Now, what do I believe is the thing is, I am very old school. I'll be honest. If you mention a wrestler on mainstream television, it doesn't matter if he does accept or not. The storyline is always, if you start talking about with a storyline with match, the match is guaranteed to happen. That is in my mind. I always grown up with that, and it's always proven so that to happen. It's never happened in WWE that two wrestlers start to talk about, well, I challenge you. Yeah, I don't know. They have to go through the storyline. You know how it goes to build up. And that didn't happen. Never happened. Yeah, unless maybe if there's something, injury would have happened, but I can't even remember on that. The thing is, Undertaker has been working out, getting ready. It is known that he will probably be here in New Orleans. And if the match will happen, what I think will happen is because the problem is with The Undertaker, and I'm not honest. I think The Undertaker should have been staying away or retired. That's all. But now, because he lays his last year's coat on the ring and the hat and everything, it does probably mean he comes out of the American Badass. The problem I have with that, do you really want The Undertaker to retire as the American Badass? No, you don't. You want to retire as the Dead Man, where he's known for. That is the problem here. So if you are booking this match, you have to start thinking, and what could have been, that The Undertaker is so irate, he will squash John Cena. And here's the thing, what you can build up. Due to his squashes, The Undertaker, and I will go build a little bit up. I will go a little bit step back. First of all, John Cena. We have John Cena sitting in the crowd. What happened? Kid Rock comes up, plays the song, and suddenly he plays that song from The Undertaker. And Undertaker comes on this big bike, vroom, 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 right? See, and he comes down the ring, steps in the ring, and he eyeballs. He just looks. He doesn't say anything. John Cena. And he slits his throat. John Cena jumps the barricade, and the match is on. The bell rings. The Undertaker is so irate that he annihilated the Undertaker from all those weeks on Raw. He squashes John Cena. 1, 2, and 3. And the Undertaker falls back on the match. Now that is why do I do this? Should I book this match? Because the Undertaker is not the youngest anymore, people, and I don't know. I don't think he's probably in a very good condition. So if you want to have the Undertaker wrestle, do it in this way, and then you can recover him and slowly start the training up for next year when John Cena takes revenge for that squash on WrestleMania. And then the Undertaker can come out as the dead man and retire the Undertaker. Because John Cena, what you can build up a storyline is that he is embarrassed and you write him off television. He threatens, you can't do it because he's already confirmed for some matches the Great Royal Rumble. But otherwise, I would say to John Cena, stay as long as television off, that you maybe have some comeback, let him lose, you know what I mean? That he tries, and eventually, before Mania, says, well, I'm not doing this, I'm going to get retired. Suddenly, the Undertaker, for WrestleMania 35, I'm talking, right, comes out, I have your number. You will rest in peace at Mania, if you dare. And what you then do is, you set a career versus career match. The loser must retire. John Cena gets over. The Undertaker retires as the dead man. That's how I would book this match. I know it sucks, but let's be honest. And what you can do is a no DQ match, so you're covered with smoke and mirrors, so it doesn't have to go over for Undertaker. John Cena, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't do anything much for John Cena because John Cena is also almost on his way out. But I think it's a perfect way just to get this over. And what you then can do is later bring on some sort of new, give the Undertaker some, if he's interested, do it, and non-wrestling commodity, maybe a new seance as the Ministry of Darkness with Aleister Black and Bill Moore, and that get Aleister Black over as a main eventer, and he will take on John Cena, and John Cena gets Aleister Black over, and that is storyline very far driven, but you can build it up as a storyline for the years to come, and WWE needs that right now. Not those short storylines are boring as that. I'm just saying. That's how you book WWE. I'm just saying. All right. Then the WWE Universal Championship match. Now the problem I have is with this match is UFC has signed Brock Lesnar. It got confirmed yesterday with Dana White, And when we already got to know of it and we published it, we got smacked in our face for people on social media. Really, we were liars, all kind of crap. It's funny though, because now it comes to we were telling anyway the truth. It's so funny, how the world turns. But anyway, I don't want to go into that further with all the things that's behind me. I'll move on. The problem I have, we know that Brock Lesnar is going to leave the WWE, going to UFC, so he drops the title Roman Reigns. And the thing is, Roman Reigns is already not that popular at this point. He will get booed out of the building. Plus, if you have a WrestleMania 7 hours long, everybody exhausted, everybody's tired, nobody's going to give a crappers about this. Really, that's why I still think it's also not a great idea to have this match as last. Put then AJ Styles at last, at least. Because the thing is, here, what you have to keep in mind, doesn't matter if the whole card is so awesome and great. But if you put a match on that everybody's going to boo and don't give crackers about about all will shit on the whole pay-per-view. And that is a human reaction. It doesn't mean that in reality the whole pay-per-view sucked, but people are going to look at it. That is the problem. That's why I think that Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns should not take place in loss. Now, how long it's going to take this match? I don't think very long either. And that has to do with due to, well, when have we seen actually Brock Lesnar doing a long match? That's the first thing. I hope anyway, a good match like they had on WrestleMania 31. But WWE, be a smart person. I'm not talking to you, the creative team. There's rumors that Samoa Joe will get on the title hunt with Roman Reigns. Put the title on Samoa Joe. I think he'll do a lot better. Or give the title to Braun Strowman. I think the audience will more like that. Roman Reigns is done. And what could happen, what could save the match, and that sounds really weird, that Paul Heyman turns on Brock and co-sides with Roman Reigns. The problem I have with that, then Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar is this, as storyline wise, to take revenge out of that. But Brock Lesnar's contract is due. So that's not going to happen. All right. What I hear Funny was saying, and I remember that, and that kept me going. So it could still happening, if that would happen, if that they got for maybe one more pay-per-view a match going to take us revenge out, because Dana White has said Brock Lesnar is coming back to WWE, and he'll be there when he will be there. So there's no certain date. It could be that they extended a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, these are my predictions. Roman Reigns is, of course, going to be the Universal Champion. Nobody wants that. Nobody gives a crap about that much. I don't. Maybe I go knitting or something. Anyway, tune in. And I have to check on now something. So, hi, by the way, Oscar Arturo Flores Urbina. He just checked in when I just did my prediction board. But you can see the predictions when the video is offline, because I'm soon going offline. But I just have to check on, because tomorrow I will be around 10 Central European time, 9 UK time, or 4 Eastern time in the United States. I will be live here again for preparation for the Hall of Fame and have the latest news around WrestleMania. So be sure to check in, all right? And don't forget to subscribe, and that's also for the ones who are watching this, or like or share everything. and then you can be live along with the whole show. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow around that time. Don't forget to subscribe to our here on YouTube, youtube.com/GJ LiveTube. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/GJ Sports Studio. Send us also a tweet on Twitter through WrestleMania on @GJ Sports Studio. That's about it. My name is JJ Abbink. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.